Hello everyone, Oli. It's Claudine again here, coming with another Parfum de Marly perfume review. But I hope this is the last time I'm going to talk about Delina because I've talked often enough on my channel. But I really wanted to do this video today because the same as many Middle Eastern fragrances inspiring from other niche or designer perfumes, I think this is worth mentioning because there's another alternative that is really affordable. So if you like this kind of content, please watch till the end, and thank you very much for dropping by. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I mentioned it over and over in different videos that I'm very fan of this kind of bottle, and in particular the Delina, the original. It's such a nice pink bottle. So I don't know if it's worth the price tag, but it's definitely contributing to why it's expensive. But I would like to compare Delina with Delilah from Maison Alhambra. It's really crazy. You can already tell what it's trying to dupe or to inspire itself from. Delina at the opening is green, very green, and tarty rose scent. When I heard about Delina, I didn't know that it could be the way it smells like, because I felt like the way it was described was really different from what I expected, and I would not lie, I was a bit disappointed by that. But when I sprayed it on my skin, I bought first a hair mist, which is for me just smelling like it. I would say the Delina Eau de Parfum is a little bit stronger, but you know, the difference is so small. I'm collecting, so I like to have different kinds of bottles, different kind of scent profile, different kinds of perfumes, but I definitely cannot understand why it's so expensive, because 70 milliliter is selling about 200 euro or something around that. And even if it's in the market for quite some time now, it's still, I think, one of the most expensive perfumes, and that's the reason why I got myself that one, so that I could review it, that you don't have to. So I would also spray that one. So Delilah at the opening is different because Delilah is a little bit bitter, while Delina is sweeter. Think about very young rose. Can you say young rose? You know, jammy rose that is mixed with some fruits and fresh smell of cut leaf. This is what you get from Delina, the original. With Delilah, you have the same thing but a toned down green. This is definitely not green compared to Delina. And also, the other thing that I want to say is that Delilah is stronger. I don't know, but something here is cheaper compared to Delina, one has to say. However, they have some resemblance, and when they are drying down, you cannot tell the difference. And even though the Lina is staying really long on the skin and on fabrics, that one is staying much longer. So if you heard a lot about Delina but you cannot get this because of the hefty price tag, or you just don't want to commit to this very expensive bottle, then you can go for that, but don't expect to have the exact same thing, but the scent profile is definitely there. In a previous video, I already mentioned what else is similar to Delina. I mentioned the one from Juliana's perfume, Inner Beauty. There's also the hair mist, which is a very affordable compared to that one. The hair mist is about 60 euro for 75 milliliter. And there are other perfumes that are much more expensive and not lasting that long. All that just to say that you don't necessarily need to get this one unless you're collecting, unless you really want to have the original because you want to support a brand, or I don't know, for different reasons. But if you want to have a little bit of experience of what this smells like, you can definitely go for the Delilah. But mind you, you will have this bitter note here compared to Delina, which is very sweet. People say that it's safe to use in summertime. I'm so about this, because if it's really hot, I think Delina is not the right thing to wear, and it's so potent. It's projecting a bit too much if you're overspraying. It's not like Meliora, which is a little bit more toned down. Cassidy is very much projecting compared to Meliora, but this one is really beast. So when you hear people raving about this is, I think, not a safe blind buy. I would blind buy other perfumes from Parfum de Marly than that one, because the green note mixed with the rose is very specific, and I think that's also what makes the hype around it. At the time when it was out, there was not that much perfumes that smell like that, and I could understand why it was getting hyped. This is not to say that this is not a nice perfume, but this is definitely not blind buy worthy. I have with me also Carolina, very good girl. This one is a little bit stronger with the rhubarb and the lychee smell, because this is also a kind of alternative to Delina. But the difference in here is this is totally safe to wear in summertime, and this is projecting much, this is staying really long, and it's really worth the price tag. By the way, this is also not the cheapest, but compared to Delina, this is still affordable. So you have two alternatives other than the dupe from Juliana's perfume that I mentioned earlier, and also the Hermes. So if you want to have this kind of experience, you are safe to go with that one. But when I'm saying that, I'm not trying to convince people to get as much perfume as possible. Anyway, you do whatever you want with your money. But what I want to say is that if you like Delina with the way it smells, like you know how it is, maybe you sampled it and you want to have something a little bit more affordable, because after 2 hours, this is just the same smelling, the same as it on my skin at least. On fabrics, the bitter note is staying a little bit longer than that, but on my skin, I have to wait for 2 hours for it to really mix with the same smell as Delina. So I hope this helped you to have an idea of Delilah in particular, because the main reason why I did this review is Delilah. So yeah, that was it for today. I hope to see you again with the next video, and yeah, bye bye, Felume.